Hello, welcome to another video. In this video, I'm going to be working on Mr. L&B. He's just bought a new Iveco, and I got to play with it. So, here's his new wagon. It is an Iveco Hiway Stralis XP edition. So it's a limited edition, 510 horsepower one. And essentially, this is going to be Liam's second wagon, beginning of Liam's fleet. He's already got one wagon, he's got an S-Way, and now he's bought this as well. 6-legger mid-lift, fully specced out inside. Iveco leather, Italian, ooh, Italian leather. Aircon pod, full leather, all the nice mats. That's supposed to be in there, I'm guessing, but it's not in there, so I'm going to put that in there for him. Fridge huge, look at that. That fridge is huge. So before it goes on the road, Liam wants me to do a load of bodywork on it. Make it his own, make it his wagon in his colours, so when you're driving down the road and you see that wagon, you know it's him. All this matte black. Liam doesn't like it. I don't personally like it. This is all going white. White, all white. Leaving the Iveco badge and XP badge. Cheeks, white onto the spine. Nope, and the A-pillars, white. Then, onto the back end. Dark green wings, rear wing tops, light boxes. Battery box, exhaust covers, and catwalks, all going green. We're in talks of whether we'll do the tank or not. It all depends on cost. So possibly, green tank. He's even talking about painting wheels at some point, but that's for another day. Who's excited to come along and see what we're getting stuck into, or see how this wagon turns out for Liam? I'm excited. I hope you're excited. Let's get stuck into it. So all the bits are off for doing them white, so grill's off, cheeks are off, A-pillars are off. One's here, A-pillar. Got a little repair to do there where you got that stupid little plug that covers up the hole, and then no matter what you do, you always chew them up getting them out. And I've also now got the sun visor off, so I'm going to paint the sun visor for Liam as well. There is 2 screws that got into this A-pillar up here. Also, I had to split this one down here to get the wiring through because it's had wiring put through it with no plug on the other side. So I had to split it open. I've asked Liam, he's happy with it. You're not going to see it, and also means it can come on and off if it needs to in the future. But also, when it's back together, if I click that. But yeah, that'll sit back nice and flush again, so it won't be any bother. There's 2 screws up there which sit behind the sun visor, behind these lights, and you can't get to them, and you can't get the lights out because the lights are screwed in. So I had to take the sun visor off. So then rang Liam, do you want the sun visor painted? Yeah, okay. Woohoo! Well, what I'm doing now is there's a sticker on the top here. There's also a crack here, so I might see about repairing this. Repairing that crack. There's a crack there. Obviously being hit by a bird or something, as sun visors often do get hit. There's this small crack here, I'm gonna hot staple it up, especially up here in the corner, and then hopefully not have to go down into this bit here, because then it'll keep the repair easier and smaller. It's gonna local into here. So the sun visor's all done, dusted, and I'll show you that when we go in. That's all prepped. I'm on prepping the wings now, or the cheeks, whatever you want to call them, masked up right onto this edge, so I could scotch all these up, make them nice and keyed without touching the silver. And then now I've got to take that tape off when I prep it, and then re-tape it up and remask all this up, so none of that will get any paint on. So I'm going to do a small repair on the grille here, because the XP badge, this one, had been stuck on again with something else. Not double-sided tape, it was like glue, and the glue is attacked the plastic and actually like melted some of the plastic. And you can see here, you can see the X and the P still, that's been flattened off. So the only way I'm going to get rid of that is quickly stopping it up, cover it up with some filler. And then once I flat it all off, you won't see where the XP badge was. Everything is in the oven. I've got all the paint, materials, me, all my kit, ready to go. I tell you what, scotching or keying in these holes, oh, you sharp lose the will to live doing that. All the bits are painted. ARF grills in here out the way, just because it's out the way, and then take pipes just in here because it's out the way as well. But all the bits are painted. I haven't, they're not fully cured yet. The temperatures are just low, so it's not fully cured. And I don't I don't like cooking plastic. I know it sounds, if you don't understand, sometimes when you cook plastics, obviously plastics get soft and it can distort and warp. So I don't like getting them up to full temperature. So I usually get them warm, get them up to a decent temperature, say 40, 50 degrees C, and then let them sit at that for half an hour or so, and then just leave them. But obviously this is plastic, that's plastic. They're plastic, but I'm not too worried about them because the shape of them there's going to be pretty strong, and the April is as well. So I've just tried to blast the wiper arms, and it turns out the wiper arms the paint on the wiper arms is a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. So that means I'm going to have to use the big blaster to blast them, not the paper blaster. But also, what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to take the catwalks here, which have already been shot blasted before, and what I'm going to do is, I'll just take this one off, and I'm going to give these a shot blast as well, because that will give them a very nice key and make it life a lot easier. It'll remove oxidization. You can see where they've been acid washed and blasted. It'll remove all the bits of oxidization and stuff like this, and gives the paint something much better to stick to. And also, this is why I don't like shot blasting chassis. I've shown it on my wagon before, but I'm going to show you on this one now, Liam's. So you think you blasted this chassis? Yep. You've shot blasted all the electrical components, all the joints, all these would be full of bits of grit and stuff. And also, it gets everywhere and doesn't come out. Like this, there's sand under this catwalk where you would think, oh, it'll just blow out or come off. Nope, there's sand. There, like that. So, update on Liam's now. I've got the cheeks and the pillars on. Looking lovely already. And I'm just about to fit the sun visor. I can't fit the grille, because the problem is the grille, it's up there, and you've got to hold it and prop it, and I don't have enough hands, and I'm not tall enough to do it on my own. Now it's painted. I don't mind taking it off, but now it's painted, I don't want to do it. So I'm going to have to get someone that gives a hand with that, but I'm going to see if we can get the sun visor on before the sun drops. So I'm just busy pulling the tank off now. I've dropped the fuel of it. It's still going to be big and heavy, but I've just got to disconnect the pipes off the head stack, and then I should be able to get the tank out. Tank's off. Bit of a headache, but it's off. Unfortunately, this stud snapped in the bracket down here, but the good news is now the tank's off, I can get to it, fix it, put a new stud in it, and it's alright. But yeah, that was tight. It wasn't coming out easily at all. I hate doing. It's one of those where it's just there's always a chance it's going to happen, and unfortunately it happened. It is what it is. We'll get it fixed. I've got everything in here now, ready to go. Tank's done, prepped. Just got to tack rag them off. I've masked up the tops where there's going to be seals sitting, so hopefully there's no chance of paint wearing through and then breaking through. I'm doing in batches, so because otherwise I run out of space. And yeah, it's going to be awesome when it's done. I've also as well done all the brackets, all these brackets that hold the catwalks on. That's the catwalk for the top of the tank, and that one down there is the catwalk sits across the chassis. And these brackets I have blasted, and I'm going to paint these as well. Just a nicer job. Might as well be done while it's all apart instead of putting them all back on rusty. Just giving it a tack rag off. Gets the dust off it. And then, time for 2 coats of etch primer. And then 2 coats of the other primer. High build. It should take out any little imperfections, or at least severely reduce them. And then it is on to, the only thing about doing this kind of stuff is the cloth snags and the gaps, so you can't go back to the forge. Time for the etch, then the high build primer, and then 2 coats of colour. Oh, good. It's going to look mint when it's done. Etch is on. Well, that's all the green done. Well, I say this batch, they're all green done. That's this batch green done. Right, I've got an update on obviously the tank strap bolt that snapped. There was a tank strap bolt snapped as I took the tank off. That was weird. And for some reason the stud, I had a bit thread coming up the other side. I thought, oh, I'll get that out, get it nice and warm, and it'll wind out with me either my parrot jaws or my fighters. I'll show you. Would it buggery move? It would move a couple mil each way and then stop. Absolutely solid, to the point of I was just going to snap it again. So, while on the phone to Richard Jackson, swearing at it a couple of times, what I proceeded to do was I drilled the centre out as deep as I could, essentially as deep as this. And what I did was kept drilling until it's an M10 bolt, an M12 bolt. So I drilled out 10 mil from the centre, carefully not going through the threads, so you can see there. And what it did was it relieved the pressure, so I could wind it out. And then it did leave in the threads, which are handful of the threads at the top, which I pulled out. And now I'm just tapping it out again making sure the threads are nice and clean, so when I put the new stud in, the new bolt in, it'll get in hunky-dory. And what I was saying to Richard 2 minutes ago on the phone there was, so many other people on social media would have made a massive deal out of it, but I didn't, and it would have made really good content because people like drama, and because I snapped that bolt. Yes, I had a party on. I went and put kettle on. This is after I painted the bits. Put kettle on, took a cup of tea outside, cracked on, just did it, and now we're done. So if you'd like to see more drama-y stuff like that, let us know, because I should probably consider it, but I like to just crack on, keep going, don't stop, don't panic, just keep going. Don't panic, Mr. Mannering, don't panic, don't panic. You stupid boy, Pike. Everything's, well, not everything. The exhaust covers in the tank are out the oven now. I've got the lamp on them, drying them off. I've got the wipers drying off as well, because I want to get them on today. And I want to put them on before I put the grill on, because it just makes life easier. I'm on pulling the back end apart, taking these these wings off. Let's get these off. I've got one undone already. So one-handed. I shouldn't use my floppy ratchets. It's really good for certain things when you want to use something one-handed. Straight. There you go. Nothing ever goes simple for me, does it? So, taking the rear off, got the top ones out, yep, like I did on the front. These two here, heads are rotten. Can't get them off. Can't get the Torx in. Can't take this off because the holes are on. Can't take this off because this is bolted on underneath here. Can't get the light out because you need this off. First thing that needs to come off is this bit. I can't get those. I can't get those off. So I think what I'm going to have to do is, there's two options. First one, I'm going to drill the head off. Rear wings are off. Whew. Now I know what I'm doing. I'm not too worried about doing the other side. I have suggested he's getting a new one of these, like, because it's knackered. But I've also just had Callum from City Haulage, who's coming in to pick a bumper corner up, and he's giving me a lift on with the front of the grill. Are you ready to see it? It's grill's on, badges in, the wipers are on. It looks mint. Look at that. Right choice, paint the wipers black, wipers white. Iveco badges on. I haven't put the XP badge on because I'm going to let Liam's sign writer do that, because I think these are going to get wrapped green. All that painted white. That looks awesome. You're good. What I'm going to do is, because I now know what I'm doing, I'll just do a little time just pulling these bits of wings off. Now I know what I'm doing and should be able to do them relatively quickly. I say that. So I just painted the second batch of green for Liam's wagon. Battery cover. That's a jump pack cover where the jump leads go on to if you want to charge it or boost on the wagon. Tank straps. Rear light cluster fit boxes. And I've also redone the exhaust covers because I wasn't happy with them. The finish wasn't as good as I wanted them to be, so I quickly flattened them off again and put some more paint on, and it'll look much nicer now, so I'm happy with that. Another aspect of truck stuff, I've got a delivery of parts for making all this custom rear end for my ERF. Got all the wings in the oven. I haven't got the wing tops in, they haven't come yet, they'll be here soon. Wings, I'm not painting, not wasting materials in here because you don't see it, it doesn't need, so it's all good, it's always covered up, so instead of wasting some materials, I'll just leave it, if anyone's wondering. These I have prepped, but I'm going to have to prime and flat them because they've been caught a few times. They're old wings, they're a little bit furry, for lack of a better word. And if I put the colour on them, they wouldn't look very nice. So I primed them, they're in here. They're going to get oversprayed, but it doesn't matter because they're going to get flattered tomorrow and painted tomorrow when the wing tops are here. So we're getting on well. We're getting on well. Right, I've been flat out today. I haven't been filming because I've just been cracking on. But let's have a look at what I've done. The midlift wings are done. Look at that. Ooh. Lovely. Now I don't want to see any grease or marks on them, Liam. If you do, I'll come chop your fingers off. Oh wait, but then if I did that, then you won't be able to wipe the grease off. I'll just tell you off. I'll just tell you off. And then I've just finished in here. It is time to start building everything back together. So I've actually been building things back together for the last half an hour or so, but I came to the GoPro this morning, the GoPro was dead. Completely dead. Battery was flat as a pancake. So just getting this on, I'm waiting for a bolt to come for the tank strap. I'm already getting the rear wings back on. I can't also, it's annoying as well because I can't just bolt them up because I need to know where the wing top's going to sit. So I'm having problems with the GoPro today. It's really annoying because I've actually got this wing top built up now. This wing's built up now, so I just need to finish it off. Got a mark there, scuff for fitting it. Oh, that's annoying. I can maybe turn it around. But yeah, it keeps dying because it's cold. So I'm gonna have to keep it on charge, and I'll give you some more footage of building the other side up. Don't worry about that. But right now I'm going to be going into the shop blaster and I'm going to sand shop blast the brackets for the midlift wings because they look awful and my monkey will not allow me to put them back on until they've been blasted and painted. So I might be putting a stop in the works for getting it fully built up today, but the brackets I've just brought to the blaster and they're heavily pitted. So this is the face you see on the top and that goes down the centre. You don't really see this bit too much, but you still see it. Do you see it? Yes, you do see it. But you see these. So I can't in my right mind paint them as they sit now. It would just look awful. So I've got some extremely high build polyester based primer in the gun. What the polyester based primer will do, it'll fill the pits up. I've got hat hair. And if I can cook that off and get it flatted off today, then I can get them painted. But it all depends on how quickly it goes off. It is cold. I wouldn't feel right putting it back together as it is, so it is what it is. There's something, I've still got stuff to do on it, and there's still other jobs to do, so I'd rather do the job properly. I'm on and off everything so much at the minute that I sometimes forget to get the camera and record, so just putting the rear light on this side. I've got the old wing top on, lining it up, lining the wings up. On that side I've got the new wing top on. Time lapse time! Brackets have gone off. Looking lovely. Much better than rusty old horrible grey. Now I've got a bit of bad planning here because I've just run out of washers and I'm going to be short on bolts. So I'm going to have to pop the screw fix to pick up the new washers and bolts. So now everything's built up on the back end, which I'll have to show you in a minute because the camera battery doesn't like being cold and will die. What I'm doing now is this. I'm going to paint the tops of the wing tops white. Liam doesn't actually know I'm doing it yet. Like, he doesn't actually know I've done the tank. So it's going to be a surprise for him. Just a little surprise for him because he's a good friend and he's going to be able to promote me doing this kind of thing, so why not? And I enjoy doing it. Put a time lapse on so I can speed it up because masking all this up is a long drawn out process and I'm sure you don't want to sit for half an hour watching me with a piece of tape going like that. You don't want that. There we go, it's masked up. I've prepped it. Ideally, I would have liked to prep it before it was masked, because now there's dust on the masking. But the way it is, unless I was clearing the whole thing, I wouldn't be able to prep. I didn't want to get any scuff marks on the green. So this is the way I've done it. Masked it, prepped it. I'm just going to be extra thorough when I clean it down. Make sure it's going to be nice and clean when I put the paint on. White! There. How good does that look? I'm really happy with that. I'll let that go for overnight. I'll come down in the morning and I will get the wing tops put on the wagon. And then she's just about done. How good does that look? Well, she's all built back up. She's looking absolutely stunning. Are you ready to see Liam's wagon? All the wings are back on, the wing tops are on with the white stripes on, tanks on, all dieseled up again. Looking absolutely bang on. Just battery box and everything. All put back together with stainless bolts. Even, I've got a bit of polishing to do, but I'll get them done. I'm letting it go off in the sun before I do them. A little bit of my masking wasn't stuck down properly. My fault, I'll fix it. I've ultrasonically cleaned the straps and put the new straps in, so it's all hunky-dory. Let's do some cinematic-iness of it.
We set off into the summer night, and you're never gonna see us again. We set off into the summer night, and you're never gonna see us again. We went looking for a new sound, and you're never gonna see what we found. We went looking for a new sound, and you're never gonna see what we found.
Now I hope those cinematic shots turned out as well as I hope they did. But yeah, now we've just got to wait for Liam to come pick it up. Well, I'm about to have a meltdown. So Liam is coming for the wagon today. Be here in the next hour. So I thought, oh, I know, I'll jump in it, I'll start it up, let it warm up for 5 minutes so when he gets in it, it's ready to just drive out the yard. Turn the key, nothing happens. Well, it cranks, won't fire. Fucking great. So, but the annoying thing is, I had it running the other day. And obviously I know I had the tank off, so I thought, I'll get it run up, I make sure she starts and runs properly, built the air up, set the suspension leveling up again, obviously being up and down and stuff, put the mid-lift back up. And now I come back to it, the day's picking it up, and she won't go. And this is one of the things I fucking hate about when you have chassis blasted and painted, and I'll stand by, I don't like it. That there is the fuel filter and the primer. That's been blasted and painted. So I pushed that in, and it will not come back out. So how am I supposed to prime that fuel system now? I've got a rake of little screwdrivers and picks, MEWD, to try and get that primer to come back out again. So I don't want to take it off because there'll be O-rings and seals behind it. I don't want to disturb them. So I managed to get it out again. I've cleaned it out before I couldn't even turn it like this. It was just full of crap. Full of sand, grit, paint. So, blasted and painted chassis, unless they're being done stripped. If they're an intact wagon, I don't like it. Because I know what it's like being a shop blaster and painter. How the paint gets in everywhere and sticks everything up. And just causes headaches. Like if you imagine, as I've said before on my wagon, when I was talking about chassis being blasted and painted on my wagon, all that sand and grit, it's getting into all your seals, your bearings, your bushes. It's just going to wear everything out. But I do also understand that it is one of the only ways to really clean a chassis and make it look respectable again. So it's what's just the lesser of two evils for you, really, isn't it? If you've got a really rusty chassis, but you can't afford to have someone rip everything off the chassis, what's the lesser of two evils? There we are. Now she will prime. So now that's free and working nicely, I'm going to crack this bleed screw off, which again is covered in grit and paint. Might be easier getting in from under the wheel after, actually. Am I grab the right size? I'll grab the right size. Listen to that. Listen to all that air coming out of there.
Slight changes.
Yeah, you can thank me and Richard for that.
Right.
He hasn't seen it yet, and he doesn't know the tank's been done. What else have you noticed?
The white on the back.
Yeah. Do you notice Richard was suggesting that the right tank strap? Yeah. The annoying thing was, I was really hoping to have it turned around.
Yeah.
So you couldn't see
I should
it.
have rang you, but I just turned up. Should we have a walk around? Do you want me to hold the camera?
Yeah, you can
and you
hold the
can
camera.
show the people what you've covered and what we've done. So
as seen in the video you've just been watching, catwalks have all been done, blasted, painted.
yeah, let's have a look at
in British Racing Green.
yeah.
The tank is being blasted, prepped and painted in British Racing Green. All the wings, everything, all this bits of green, all done British Racing Green to match Mr. Liam's colours. But also fit it all up with new
that's the bits that you don't normally get. These little bits, the stainless bolts, are what make it
stainless.
Yeah, stainless on the
all
back.
these off, stainless bolts everywhere. Just, it's these, like you said, like Liam says, it's all these little details that you didn't realise, and then it just makes the job look crap.
But around the back, you see again the white bits on the wings. I wasn't aware of them, but
yeah, this was all between me. This was all between me and Richard organising this. So he didn't know about these. He didn't know about the tank being done, and me and Richard had to confer and I had to get Richard, or if you don't know Richard, it's Mr. Heavy Low and Slow, Richard Jackson. He was speaking to Liam on the phone about doing the white tops and the white tank straps and what colour to do the tank straps. And yeah, and then I just did it because why not?
I think it was excellent.
Showcase, show what I can do.
Yeah,
if you want it done.
Again, all stainless fittings. Battery cover. I did think you put grease on the fifth wheel, but I just remembered that was done already. So you didn't service it?
No, actually I did a few Amazon runs and then I just put the grease back on.
Yeah, reapplied the grease, So, I don't know if I need to get
being out on the planer and everything.
Yeah. I don't know if to get a private plate on this one.
Oh,
we'll have to have a look. We'll have a look on DVLA.
She's already got York in it.
She has, yeah. OYO. But yeah, compared to what it looked like. Yeah.
That's not even plugged in.
Oh, is it not?
No, there's only an earth to it.
Oh.
So that's got nothing to it.
Oh, right, okay. I don't know if it's meant to be like that or not.
I'm really happy with turned out with these, how they've turned out.
They're lovely. It's all the little bits that you don't really think about. You know, the exhaust shields, they look good. And then I actually forgot, I just took over your camera here.
That's fine, you're professional.
I'm not, I actually forgot.
Yeah. You're filming in the right format.
I'm filming in the right format for once. I actually forgot that we got the headboard, the sun visor done.
And the wiper arms. And
wiper arms, the front grille, which I'm sure Phil's shown you what it looked like at the start. All we've got to do now is we've got to get the stralis off the top up there, because that's actually a light up board that. So we've got LNB on there, get the rest of the livery on, and yeah.
And then possibly in the future, set the wheels on the wheels.
Yeah, I think we'll have to come back and get the wheels painted. So yeah, I'm mega happy with it. So if you do need bits and bobs doing, hit Phil up and get it booked in. What else to say for?
I don't know.
We don't know.
I'll have to send you this, so you can put this on yours.
Yeah, we just go stand here for 10 minutes now looking at it. Miranda's in there. That's the first time she's ever seen the truck.
It's a bit of a mess in here because I've been...
Oh, right.
You need to get a beefy flap on it.
I do, yeah, I do need to get a beefy flap.
Duck bump on it.
Phil Billy. We'll go for a nice beefy flap. Nice beef bumper. Oh, yeah, the other ones.
Your old ones, so...
The old ones.
You can get these ones dirty. I don't mind if you get these ones dirty, but if you get the other ones dirty...
Yeah, but I'm a pro, I don't get grease on me. Scary. I'd be more scared if I were you.
It's fine, you'll be paying for it. Mr. Liam is away home, he's got me stickers.
Back. I've got my stickers.
He's going to put them on the wagon where he wants.
I've been Phil Billed.
Phil Billy built, I need to get some of them made.
Maybe you need a t-shirt, I've been Phil Billed.
that sounds like it could be taken the wrong way, like, couldn't it?
Yeah. But yeah, thank you for what you've done, mate.
No worries.
It's been an easy process and all that, so...
Yeah?
Yeah. Hope you enjoy it.
The hardest thing for me and Richard was not mentioning the tank.
I'm going to have a conversation with him now, aren't I?
You're going to ring him and go, you're a twat.
Yeah, you're a twat.
He's happy, I'm happy, and the wind's awful. It does look brilliant now, like, doesn't it? Let us know when you get doing.
Thanks very much, see you later.
We'll see you in a bit. And that's it. It's the end of the day. Liam's gone. He's happy. He's taken it down to Messi's. That's who he uses for his graphics. Getting all the graphics done on it. She's gonna look absolutely bang on. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed that video. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Liam's happy, which is the main thing. And if you need anything done, don't forget to drop us a message. Give us a shout. I'll see what I can do for you. Thank you. And ta-ra for now.